All right. Welcome everyone to the final of the central bracket for the TTS League Crisis Event number 2. We appear to have a mirror match here between Schmid and Gundog. Midnight Suns. It looks like Gundog's list has some splashes in there with a Gwynum. He's got Red Skull 2 and Space Maw. He also has Frankenstein's Monster in there as an affiliated 4. And then Schmid's list differs with a Splash Bill. He's also got Red Skull 2 and a Splash Rhino. There's also a Black Cat in Schmid's list. So there's a few differences here, but they are both running Midnight Suns. It
Beautiful stuff.
looks like Gundog won Prio, and we pulled Imkron crystals and hammers. So
It's pronounced crayons.
I don't think it is, but
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
we'll get
It's
plenty
crayons, just like Baku or whatever. You don't say the M, and then that's crayon.
Is it not McCracken or McChicken, as I've seen people say?
Yeah, no, they're wrong. It's crayons.
Got
It's
it.
just easier and much cleaner.
All right. Well,
So
that's what we're playing on. It seems to be everywhere, so I'm sure most people are familiar with this crisis by now. But
it's been very popular. Yeah.
yeah, it's one of the newer ones that seems like fairly neutral in that like no one really hates playing on it. Some love it, but no one hates it.
Yeah, that's kind of like what I've taken out of it too. Like, especially with like playing a lot of APOC, it's like pretty nice for me, and people are more willing to take my secures, which is just great. So I've
Yep.
been okay with it because it's like, hey, ooh, there's one like neutral thing that's not too punishing.
Yeah, for sure. I know, like, I haven't been playing Defenders these past couple months, but it's one I'm excited to toss in the list and try once I get back to them, just because of like the things it can do for safe grabs, and then turning on things round 2 that normally I would have to bring Wong for, but now I won't have to. Things like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um,
Looks like Schmidt has flipped the map 72 times and then finally chosen a side, so that's
sounds
good.
right.
Yep.
And I don't know what threat they've picked. I
Did
know
they
I've
type
been
it
playing
in
a decent amount of
chat?
Suns
No.
lately, and I enjoy both 18 and 19 threat, so we'll see what Schmid goes with here.
Yeah, I'm curious as well too. They didn't say in chat, so
Schmid,
just living in the
notably,
dark.
is the Midnight Suns leaderboard badge
It's the
holder right now.
Daywalker. Show some respect.
The Daywalker. That's right. Yes. So Gundog is surely intimidated by the presence of the Daywalker, right?
Oh yes, he seemed very much so in pregame chat. Yeah.
Yes. Very phased. How do you feel about Midnight Suns against APOC, Johnny, since you've been playing APOC lately?
They're fine. I Hulk's a little spooky just because he can like do lots of damage, but I found if you give him all of the conditions and just kind of run away from him, he's very sad. So it's
Yeah,
not been like the worst thing. But if he can like get going and just like tee into like APOC and just hit like a couple throws into the rest of your guys, you'll cry and die. And that's
sure.
not good. You don't want that.
Yeah, it's kind of like a weird standoff thing where you're both scared of each other, right? Because APOC just blows iHulk up with a couple conditions too, and like
Yeah, he absolutely can. Yeah.
so it's like one of those things, just who kind of hits it first.
Yep. And APOC can also just throw iHulk just as easily, which is very funny because he's probably going to have the shotgun root on him pretty quick. So
I wouldn't say just as easily, but it's not hard.
okay, sure. It's a little more challenging, but I mean, once those two are on him, it's yeah, they both have literally the same trigger. Oh, just wild throw. And APOC also gets to give Incinerate on top of that too, and then a bleed, and then a slow as well. I think, yeah.
We have Lucas in the chat. Calling out Schmid for tier listing Midnight Suns, which I know Lucas has been playing some Suns lately too. So we got a lot of Suns players here right now.
They've all gathered, trying
And
to bask in the
I,
glory of the sweet, sweet mirror match.
I do believe they pinged on 18 threat, so I believe that's what Schmid ended up picking here.
Okay, cool.
So we'll see what their squads end up being. For anyone who
You just-
is not familiar with exactly what's happening here, this is the TTS League Crisis event. It's the second one they've run through the year. There will be like two or three more, and they all lead up to the Secret Wars Invitational, is what they're calling it. And basically, if you win one of the brackets throughout the year, you automatically uh, get a place in that Secret Wars Invitational, and then the rest of the spots go to like basically the highest performing participants over the course of the year. That didn't win a bracket. Like, so there's like a whole point system and everything. So like if you go like 5-1 in a bracket and you don't win it, then you'd get like 5 points for that bracket, and they'd add all those up at the end and fill out the invitational that way. So it's kind of a cool new format they're working on, and this is the final for the central bracket.
it's. I'm just kind of flabbergasted that there's other tournaments other than the Lunch Meat Classic online. This is kind of cool.
Well, I mean, they can't all live up to the caliber of the Lunch Meat Classic, but
That's true. Yes. But no, yeah. The just jokings aside, yeah, the TTS League has been around for quite some time. That's actually like how I kind of got started playing, like online, obviously, because that was like the main thing. And then yeah, from there, like I kind of wanted to do my own thing a little, and it worked out. And both are like doing great. Like TTS League, I think was this the biggest season, or I think it was like 2 seasons ago, right? And this one's like a little less, but it's still almost 300 players.
yeah, they're pretty consistent these days. I don't think this is the biggest one, but there's always a good amount of participants. Um,
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
very cool. Like it just gets a whole world together and everything. I don't know
yeah,
playing the Europe bracket, so in case like U.S. players are wondering where I am, that's where I am. I play there because it's just better time wise for me. But
yeah, it's pretty cool. Like if the timings don't work out for you, like if you work during the evening, you can sign up for like the Euro bracket and then play during the morning or afternoon or whatever at a better time.
exactly, yeah,
So it's pretty good if you're looking for a way to get regular games in, decently
yep,
competitive. So highly suggest it to anyone interested. But we got squads
yeah,
out
absolutely.
here. Um, looks like
Not a single eye
Schmid.
Hulk. What the
Oh,
hell?
oh yeah, that is surprising. Especially on hammers. But
Especially out of Schmid.
yeah. He did. He has been saying recently that he's trying to get a little away from iHulk and play a little wider to get more comfortable with
Yeah,
it. But
yeah, that's fair. That makes sense. So
so they're both 5 wide. So prio control is going to end up being important at some point. Um, Schmid did bring his splashes of Rhino and Bill, both his 4 threat splashes. And it looks like Gundog brought his 4 threat splash Gwynam and then 3 threat Zemo, and he's also got a Voodoo over here. So they both got different types of steals on each side, so it should be a pretty
mm.
dynamic game.
Yeah, it seems like they're very like opposed but well matched. So this should be a lot of fun. Because like Black Cat can definitely like shut down a lot of like Zemo and like Gwenum tech. Bill is like good at controlling models. Voodoo's also good at controlling models. So both got Mummy because Mummy is very strong. So why wouldn't you play that guy?
And everyone's going to have, I mean, a decent amount of people are going to have a decent amount of power here with, Rhino being able to probably pick up a hammer and then like get onto an Imkron or something to get extra power to start fueling robbery. Bill is someone who loves that extra power from Imkron, getting 3 per turn, right?
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
Same thing with Voodoo. He's potentially going to be able to power up steals way faster. So this will be really cool.
Oh
They've
yeah, absolutely.
they've both got a mummy who is one of the best 3 threats in the game these days.
Oh yeah.
Midnight Suns are kind of spoiled for new threes because Mummy and I have a love affair with Man Thing personally. They both came out recently and they're both really freaking good.
Yeah, man, thing like on paper, like really I don't know, I wasn't impressed by him, but after like seeing him like game a couple times, he's been much better than what he appears to be. So I'd definitely suggest trying that boy out.
Yeah, as a Defenders player, when I was super excited for him when like we were leading up to his reveal because I love the character. But then I saw it and I was like very disappointed because it just didn't fit well. But then
Mm.
when I switched to messing with Suns here, um, I tried him out and he fits super well here, so I can understand the design.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so like deployment-wise, it looks like Bill is kind of set to go grab that hammer. Mummy's like kind of positioned where he can grab like either hammer. He can like go and grab the far one or just pick central and then walk. Blade also is probably in like can be a similar position too. Yeah. So
Yeah, let's talk safe grabs because Midnight Suns do that better than most. So Bill's a safe grab, as you mentioned on this side. Zemo
yep.
is a sneaky safe grab that not everyone realizes, but he can,
Yeah, because he can Baron. Yeah.
yeah, he can get the extra power from his tactics card, use it to bump, and then that gives him the safe grab. I
Yep.
think those are the only two safe grabs they've brought.
Yeah. They are. Yeah.
I tend to like to bring like two at once if I can sometimes, but that's like more important if you don't have prio, so you can guarantee you're going to be able to utilize one of them.
For sure. Yeah. And like I think yeah with that like Gundog like set up like Zemo pretty early, so that let Schmid just kind of like set up the opposite with like Bill.
Right.
And just like both threaten, hey, we'll both safe grab. This is fine. This will be fun.
Yeah, I mean Gundog didn't have any reason to wait.
For sure,
Schmid was
yeah.
always going to have last deployment, so
Yep, yeah, he just always waits with like Bill to like go to the opposite side.
plus this size 3 would have messed up Zemo's ability to safe grab over here, so it was like always going to be this side anyway.
Yeah, probably. You can I think the bump plus like long move goes a tiny bit further than the whatever base, like the medium base moving 5 inches, right?
Yeah, there's a little bit of give on it, but I don't think it's enough to where it would the this size 3 is decently in the way of it. So,
For sure, yeah. Okay, well, I guess they're forget safe grabs,
see,
guys.
I
We're
like
just
that
gonna
a lot.
unsafe grab and just both go for it. So
I do like that a lot because like Schmidt has no real way to punish that and
yeah,
like this is actually really awkward for Rhino, right?
Rhino's fine. He
Like
doesn't
okay,
mind being
he
there.
fits in
He has a
there.
hammer. He
Um
fits. He'll be able to like walk through and then just like bonk somebody with like attack next turn. So
on the other hand, it's a little easier for Gundog to potentially try and punish Rhino here if he wants to.
for sure, yeah.
Because
You have like a
Gwynam,
Zemo attack and yeah, Gwenum.
yeah, Gwynam's mobile. She can try to get in there, get an attack, and then come back out. And then if that attack from Gwynam does really well, he could be willing to blow Baron, or like maybe he does it the other way around to give Gwynam a reroll. See,
Yeah,
that's
true.
exactly what he's doing. So he has blown Baron. He's charging, and he's gonna see what he can do under Rhino right away.
Yeah, it's not terrible. I mean, 2 taps if you roll really well, you could just put him down. So
Yep. And that is a good roll.
oh
5
god. Okay,
with
well he
no
doesn't
block.
die.
6 into nothing.
Yeah, okay. Well, I guess he takes 5 with tough hide.
Wow. I think Gwynam might come in and try to finish him.
Potentially, yeah.
Well, I guess
Uh,
Zemo has a second attack, so
he sure does.
and he has money for everything, so that was
Yeah.
real good.
Did Schmidt not grab his extra power from taking damage?
He may have been a little upset at taking 5, but there he put it on now.
Okay, there it goes. Oh, maybe he was waiting for after the attack stuff or whatever. Oh,
Let's get this in
poor
here.
Rhino. He didn't deserve this.
Wow, yeah, another really good roll into Rhino. That just gets him. Uh,
Yep, sure does.
Gundog's non-safe grab, paying off right away.
Yeah, that's something. And he gets to like bump back onto the crayons as well. Oh, this might be disaster town.
Oh, and he does make it with a bump. Oh my goodness. So he's gonna get extra power. He gets to flip that. He gets to save power on everyone else. Um, do they do they remember to give mummy souls?
Uh, Schmid's mummy has a soul.
Does he? Oh, he does. Yeah, it's hard to see
Yeah.
on my.
Gundog doesn't get the soul. He did too well on the attack, so that's his punishment.
Oh no. What a start.
Yeah, that's brutal, but it's definitely not far from over. So, because now Rhino has like Rhinobry money, so he can just like make the attack. He still has line of sight there. You can like go in, just throw him, and then steal his shit, walk away, and not worry too much about it. So,
Sweepy has joined us in the chat. Sweepy, how do you feel about that opener?
oh baby.
Sweepy is a massive Meat Man fan. Um,
I heard I'm the favorite, which makes sense because I'm the best and the cutest. So,
I think that's actually an accurate statement. What I said is
yes, it
probably
is.
not.
I don't know. I guess the people will have to decide.
I mean, it's still early. This is literally the first round, so Schmid can definitely recover. It's just a very good opening for Gundog.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So yeah, Blade's going to pick up the thing, which seems fine. Just go be aggressive,
Yep.
do the Schmid stuff, so he'll be just fine. So the only thing I don't like about this is, I guess Blade will have enough for, yay, crayons, they're so good. I was gonna say he didn't have enough money for the sacrifice there, but with the extra power
Yep.
during the
He
power phase
will.
next turn, he'll have exactly enough. So
Yep. Yeah, and I mean, I guess if a single character is gonna get spiked like that, like Rhino isn't the worst because it just like makes sure robbery is available right away if you feel the need to use that to catch up, right?
yeah, exactly. He has 9 power going into next turn. He'll be just fine.
Yeah.
Is there a... No, there's no recal, but that's okay. You'll be all right.
Yeah, Recal's a hard card to fit in with the Suns 5 these days. Because
Yeah, you
you,
have like 2 guaranteed cards with like Siege and Bats, right? And
like,
then
Bats even feels hard to fit in with some squads just because, like, if you have an Eye Hulk, you also want, like, one below all.
oh,
Um,
that's fair. Yeah.
and, like, some of the regular splashes have very strong cards, like Red Skull with Cosmic Obliteration. So the 5 is very hard to mess with.
Mhm.
But yeah, you do see bats on both sides for them. Gundog has patch up, so
He does have a patch up instead of the sacrifice, so we'll see how that like difference plays out. Gundog doesn't have like the best like patch up targets though. It's all just like a lot of like
yeah.
5 and 6 health guys. So it's like
I'm sure he
it's
has it
okay.
mostly in the list for like Eye Hulk when he plays him, but like
Oh, for
it's
sure.
not a
Yeah.
bad card to
Oh no,
use.
by any stretch of the imagination, it is a very good card. Yeah.
Midnight Suns already have like a decent amount of incidental healing on the smaller guys though, like Blade with the bleed healing, Mummy with the soul healing, and then
Yeah.
depending who else you take, like Man Thing healing factor. So a lot of times patch up doesn't feel super necessary
Mhm.
on the smaller
Even Gwenum
guys.
has like her self heal too. So
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, what is it? Her spender, right?
yeah, and maximum Gwenum. Yeah.
What a cool model.
Yeah, she's pretty sweet. Yeah, she was like kind of cool, and like a lot of like Suns players were like playing her, and then she just kind of got like replaced and like phased out for just more brutally efficient models instead of like cute fun stuff. So
Yeah, cause she feels really cool when she's able to generate power, but if she's whiffing, then like the movement stuff is it's not enough on its own.
yeah, exactly. I do like this voodoo positioning quite a bit. It like lets you get like a little like pseudo protect against like Rhino, and it
Hmm.
like threatens Rhino. Then if you're like do go in, try to like take the hammer, and then voodoo can just kind of like walk at you, like throw a venom at you, and then maybe possibly get enough to do a possession. So I
Yeah,
like it.
yeah, for sure.
And he's in cover there too, which is even better. So
Yeah, and Bill is like decently scary because he does get the rerolls
uh,
on
yeah, the
the
skull unlocked rerolls with that. Yeah.
yeah.
I definitely like this, just like sending Black Cat and just trying to like get the flip, even parity and everything here. So
Yeah. Um,
yeah, I think it's like definitely worthwhile to do it because if you like get that or whatever, it then forces Gwenum to like
I'd
either protect your like hammer advantage or attack Black Cat.
I probably would have put her all the way up, like still out of 3 of Voodoo, but like then if Gundog chooses to go into her for whatever reason, Blade's holding a hammer,
Yeah,
and
that's
she's
totally fair.
already
I think
within 1.
yeah, that's but if she gets like hit a bunch, or she'll probably get the power then to like just bump and then do it. She's close enough.
It does look like Schmid failed that roll.
He did, yeah. He rolled big old nasty skull, which unfortunate, but it's how it goes sometimes.
So Gundog has Gwenum, and Schmid's got Mummy, and Mummy's obviously going to need to flip that home point. Do you
Yep,
think
yeah.
Gundog tries to be even more aggressive and send Gwenum up to try to get it?
Potentially, yeah. She definitely could. Like, she doesn't have like quite last activation, but if she's on there, it like then forces a 50-50. So
I don't know that I would. Like, if you're already gonna be up because of the Rhino stuff, like Gwenum doesn't love mystic attacks, right? Like that's the easiest way to kill her, so why put her right next to Blade and Mummy?
yeah, that's fair. Yeah, maybe she just goes and like I don't think she quite makes it to Bill, but you can also just like walk attack, walk somewhere else, so pretty
Yeah.
easily.
See, this
Because you
is
get like the
where
free movement. Yeah, and then she'll have a
yeah.
bump too. So she might be able to like steal
Oh,
Bill's
yeah.
spot if she gets like some extra spice from the attack. But it looks like she's dealing no damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just like ignore me, don't do that. so
Hmm. That's a
so
cool thought
okay,
though.
yep.
She still make it and might be able
Uh,
to.
it's
Yeah,
yeah,
she
it's
still
damn
makes it.
close. Yeah, oh,
Yep.
she's got that easy. So
A very cool character for Imkron. Hadn't
yeah,
thought about that.
absolutely. Hey, okay.
And she
Well,
gets
that's
it.
not good.
Woof.
Yep. All right. Well, Schmid's in a bit of a hole, but he's a good little guy, so I definitely think he can like punch his way out of this. So also just blasting her with like a mummy gun might not be. Oh no, never mind. He doesn't have enough money for it. So
Yeah. With
oh, he is. He just said screw it. We're doing
really.
it. Yeah, because like you probably get the damage in with like 6
Oh,
dice. You can then
yeah.
just spend the soul, get the power, and then do the flippy doodle.
Yeah, of course. That is horribly greedy if you don't get damage. But
Yeah, but Schmid's
the
in a hole, so I
yeah,
think he's gotta just start punching, just fight his way out.
for sure. Yeah. Okay, I like it.
So yeah, yeah, put 3 damage in. So yeah, it's like starting the pain train already, and then you have Bill there to like just kind of follow up if need be.
Yep, for sure.
So and Bill has enough money for like Goo Hunter, so that's kind of fun.
So you think that'll force Gundog to go first with Gwenum then?
Um, I don't know what he's gonna do, but it's definitely like she's a little imperiled, and like not going with her just means that like Schmid can just kill activations for free
Mm-hmm.
with like no like ill will or like no ill effects. Because like, oh no, I'm giving up. I'm not giving up priority. I'm just getting free activations. Darn, you know.
Right.
So yeah, so she might go. She could also.
So
Hopefully, she doesn't make the brutal mistake of double attacking Black Cat because you don't get the rerolls
right.
into her.
But I could understand why that would be what he would go for because you're just like trying to spike into her.
For
Um,
sure, yeah.
because you can just throw Bill away, right? Like you've got 3 power. Or you've got the power for a
Oh
throw,
yeah,
so
she has a character throw, doesn't she? What a cool model.
yeah. Like I don't know what the odds are off the top of my head, but it's probably fairly close to being able to kill either Cat or Bill with double attacks, right?
Yeah, 2 5-die attacks. Oh, he's
Oh
just
my
been
god.
okay. All right. Well, I guess she'll just die. Cool.
Uh,
And that means she like heals all of her power.
huh.
All right, we'll take that, Black Cat.
Uh,
Yeah,
like
you'd be like,
I can already I know what's going through Gundog's head where he's like, okay, what do I do with this other action I didn't expect to have, right?
right,
Right.
yeah.
Oh, that was a spender. Okay, all right, I'm caught
That was
up.
a spender, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
so she got, yeah, full healed out of it, yeah.
Um, yep. So now can't throw Bill, obviously, but I think you'll take that.
That's all right.
And now attacking Bill? Is that what's happening?
Yep, yeah.
He bumped, so he's gonna get a free move after this.
Exactly, yeah. No rerolls, because I think he has to, okay. Whoa.
Another
Gundog, calm
freaking
down,
solid
buddy.
attack. Goodness. Gun dice.
That's right.
He is firing.
He dealt, oh, he dealt all 5 to Bill? I'm surprised Bill didn't tough hide one of those. Or did he? I'm just losing my mind. He did.
Five.
Never
Yeah,
mind.
he did.
Okay, I'm just losing my mind. All right.
My goodness. And now he can aggressive.
Yep. Yeah, stay away from that nasty mummy guy.
Oof. Yeah, probably don't want to eat a couple Mystic Spenders with a hammer.
Yeah, no. Probably not. And
It'll
yeah, they're
only
all
take one the
both
way the
pretty sold
dice
up
have been
here.
going.
Yeah.
The overlay is a little messed up because they had to reset the objective, so like it's going to be hard to keep track of exactly who has hammers.
Yeah, because Black Cat still has a hammer currently, which that ain't right.
Yeah, so hammers are currently on Gundog's side on Mummy and Zemo and Blade, and Schmid has one on his side on Blade.
Yep. Exactly. That's what I'm seeing too. So okay, so what does Schmid do now? Do you just like beat up Zemo, get the hammer, throw stuff at him?
So Sweepy, I this is a really tough spot. Like what you said earlier absolutely applies. Like this this is a mental game right now for Schmid, like trying not to tilt. That's going to be incredibly hard. But I mean, I guess you just like you're in such a hole already. You have to like be as aggressive as possible and hope that your dice help you out as much as well, right? Like you've got robbery, you've got a fully powered Rhino. Like it sucks that he has brace up, but yeah, we're gonna start trying to get that out, right? So
Yep, just throw that, draw out the brace immediately. Perfect.
yep. So Rhino threw the size 3 at Zemo, who braced, which that cost him 2. Yes, he did pay 2
Yep.
for that. Um, yeah, I think you just have to like hope the dice help you out as much as they helped out Gundog. That's how you get back in this game.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that was slide. Okay,
Yeah,
that makes
Stampede
sense. Yeah.
doesn't give him Master Swordsman. That's
Well,
not gonna start off right.
yeah, no.
2 and 2. One block takes 1.
Yeah, I definitely did not like the stampede there. I don't know. I feel like you just throw the attack, take the Rhinobery, throw Zemo like into the Shadow Realm, especially after he like spent the power 2 for the brace. You already
Mm-hmm.
like kind of drew that out, and then he's like stuck up at there. He has to like walk and then charge. So if he's like coming in, he's just kind of like stuck there,
Right.
which feels pretty good. He doesn't have the hammer and everything, so
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I could see that. Throw like try to get Zemo out of there, and then like maybe be aggressive into like Voodoo, um, to try to make
exactly.
it so that he can't use Voodoo to recover.
Yep. Hey, Schmid rolled pretty okay. So did Gundog.
Good block though.
Yep.
So 4 into 3. Yep. Taking another one. And now it's like Rhino's just gonna be here, and Voodoo's there, and that's usually not a good recipe for Rhino staying around too long.
Yeah, no, not at all. Hopefully this isn't Rhino's last ride, but it's looking a little spooky for that guy.
Gundog is living up to his legendary status right now.
That's right. He's playing just as aggressive as like Schmid and just punching him right in the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks like he's taking the hop. He's probably gonna get away from Voodoo to like make him spend some resources if he wants to like interact, which is probably okay, but we'll see. Bill is also pretty actionable too when you have like your Voodoo right there, so you could very easily like just double tap Bill potentially.
Right.
And like the wild throw is also pretty low, and you can just like strip him of a bunch of power too with that. So
So I mean, do you still robbery here? Like, because if you don't, you might not get to, right?
yeah, it's hard.
It doesn't feel good, but
Yeah, it sure doesn't.
I mean
Yeah, it looks like he's just gonna go for the flip. Is what's about to happen. He
yeah.
fails.
Oh.
Boo. And you can
Ooh.
like bump away and then like be somewhat protected, I guess, by the friends.
Yep.
Somewhat.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Gundog's got to be feeling pretty spoiled here. I don't think he has a bad activation.
Yeah, no, not at all. Excuse me, sorry.
Like he's already given Schmid Prio, so he can really do whatever he wants.
Yeah, exactly. I think you just like go and like punish to the max here.
I
And
don't.
just try to get like as much advantage as possible.
Yeah, I don't think this is what I'd be doing. Because like
I
you
think it's
can,
fine.
it's fine, but like you could also do that at any point later, right?
It just like starts putting like the pressure on now, which seems totally okay.
I think I'd have just gone with Zemo. Like,
I think he's shooting Bill here with Mystic Gun. Okay, nothing there.
Bill reduces, takes nothing.
He has cover. He doesn't even need to reduce.
Mm, fair point.
Oh, he's taking the damage? Am I missing something? Oh, he spent a skull for extra hit, so he had 3, but
Ah,
I guess they decided that he didn't have cover, but that definitely
he
looks like
should.
cover to me.
He should, yeah.
Oh well. Well, they figured he didn't. So
This is this gonna force an aggressive back so that he doesn't have to use an action to get over there?
yep, which is just perfect, which is great. So
Yeah, this is why I think you do this like later. Like, could have done anything.
I think it's. I don't hate it honestly, because then it like draws a bunch of attention away from like your Zemo like voodoo flank, and it's drawing Bill over there dealing with like Mummy, who's like pretty durable, probably not going to die to like Bill, short of some like big terrain throw that's not really close by
Yeah,
without like sacrificing actions. So
yeah.
I don't hate it. I kind of like it actually. And it's just like dividing like Schmidt's forces too, because now he has like 2 separate flanks and everything, and like this way you can just like kind of pick on like Black Cat and like Bill a little bit easier. Just finish those and then collapse afterwards. Because
Right.
you already have like the fighting advantage too. So just like forcing your opponent to like split apart, making them like a little weaker, and then just like capitalizing on that. Just I don't know, feels strong.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I guess we'll see what like Schmid does now. He's not really. Bill is in like kind of a weird spot because like Voodoo or Blade could like walk, stab him, and then like probably bump back to the Cran, which is pretty strong. You might end up within one of Black Cat, which is probably not where you want to be, but like you blow up Bill here or whatever without him going, like you're
Um,
okay with that. Assuming Bill doesn't go here.
yeah, I think if I were Gundog and I were gonna go with Blade and try to like pick off Ryan, I know like it's not the greatest odds, but I'd probably just like bump and throw glaives at him. I mean, you have the extra die. Um,
That's true.
Probably
You
hit
do.
the pursuit, get in, and then determine what to do from there. You can guarantee you're not within one of cat even if you back off.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, because you, what's the percentage to hit that on like one hit on 5 dice? It's like 80 something, right?
Yeah, it's high. Like I say that, but then when I'm playing a game, I talk about how pursuit triggers are a trap, and I hate going for them.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, because I think it's like 70 like 6 or something with 4 die attack, and then adding extra die on there has to put into like the high 80s.
So Bill, what are we seeing here? Bill is
I think he just summoned this. Okay, well that's gonna be a dead mummy. He just got
okay.
summoned.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, Mummy does have low energy defense.
Yeah, he doesn't like that stuff.
It's a little offset by the DR, but it can definitely
Yeah.
push through.
Yep.
So he's going to get the flip, he's going to get the pickup, and now he's just going to hope that Bill survives. Luckily, he has one power left for DR if he needs it.
Yep. Yeah, he's probably all right. So yeah, Blade has to like walk. I think he definitely gets their like walk bump. So
Yeah. Blade, another known energy hater.
yep.
That's like Midnight Sun's Achilles heel is just like volume of energy attacks.
Yeah, how do you do with Guardians? Because
It's not great. Uh,
yeah, okay.
I played against Legion of the Lost recently, and my opponent had a Splash Mephisto or a Splash Nova, and he said he put it in there just for Suns, and kudos to him because it was the worst thing in the world to deal with.
Damn.
Yep, that's a dazed Bill.
Yeah, he got Katana right in the throat. Hate to see it.
Yep,
Yeah,
Blade's
he
gonna be
just
able to do everything here.
plopping right in there, getting that point.
Plenty of room. All right, so Gundog maintains his 3 hammer uh, extract advantage right now.
No, he sure does. So funnily enough, Schmid could just give Prio back here if
Yup.
he wanted. Yeah, he could like walk Blade forward, like get a fat stab into Zemo with like 6 die Pierce, and like you have a good shot of just taking him down.
Yeah, it's not horrible odds. Zemo does have 4 Mystic defense, so he's a little
Yeah,
bit
4's
more
reroll is for sure.
durable. But
But you get the extra die, so you're throwing like 6. So like
that
getting
feels.
3 isn't hateful into like
Boy,
four
does
dice
that feel
reroll one.
bad, though, right? Like, because then.
Yeah, for sure.
Then you probably still lose the hammer right back to Voodoo Possession right there.
Yeah, maybe. You still have like 4 physical defense, or you have 4 mystic defense, so you have like okay odds of like not just like giving up power. So
Yeah.
okay, this is Blade just getting walloped here by
By what was that? Was that a
I think that was
mummy?
Mummy. I think that was Mummy Gun. Yeah.
Yep. He can't do it again though. Or can he? Did he already spend?
He spent souls
Okay.
to do it. So do you have to spend power for the thing? You spend a soul, so you
You
could
spend.
actually.
Yeah.
He just picked them up. Okay, that's cool. All right, there's violence everywhere.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's good for
And
Schmid.
he gets the 2 souls back. Yeah.
The thing is, Zemo is going to be able to get over and get those wherever they're at.
Uh, maybe maybe. I think you could put him on
100%.
like.
No, 100%. Two long moves and a bump.
Okay. Well, I guess if he goes for that, you have your blade then who can just come and like follow up and counterattack. So
Yeah, and yeah. That could potentially be good for Schmid, right? Because then, like, you're not in danger of being right by Voodoo, and
right.
if it works out, you're going into next round with Prio, a 3-hammer advantage, and potentially just taking models off the board with Siege.
Yep, you sure could. So
So yeah, he may not even want to send Zemo in to grab those.
yeah, yeah, it's definitely a little risky. So we'll see though. It looks like he's trying to fish for it, maybe.
Yeah, because that could be a massive opening activation swing for Schmid.
Yep.
Because like you don't even have to declare activation, right? Like you could just immediately siege, and then probably end up going with Bill afterward to try to take out Blade and or Mummy.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh boy, these spinny wheels are very hard.
Zemo is getting patched up. It looks like.
Okay, I
Yeah,
don't.
good
Yeah, I
move.
don't actually hate that. Yeah,
Yep.
seems solid. Yeah.
Now it is much less likely that Blade walks over there and ends him.
Yeah. I think Blade's still going for it though. I think he just kind of got it here.
I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah, you have 3 hammer Zemo. Yeah, I think you just go and try and rock the apple cart over there. So you could also get real frisky and shoot a gun, but it looks like he
Yeah.
definitely has cover from that, so that feels a little less good.
I mean, oh, and he's gonna bump out of it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
He's not
he's
gonna give him
definitely
that
just getting
option.
out of there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Gundog's on his game right now. He's checking these things.
yeah, he's doing good. It looks like he's going to be exactly within one of that wheel too.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks like a near perfect position for him.
That's good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a real chance that this round ends with him having 3 hammers and all 4 points.
Yeah, true that. Voodoo could just go on a secret mission from God or whatever, go flip the other crayon, and then yeah,
So
just hang out.
we're gonna get a 5-die throwing glaives and ideally a pursuit, which he has
Woo-hoo-hoo!
not hit
That's
yet. He has not hit
he
the
has a
pursuit yet.
okay. He got it there. Good glaive though. Jeez.
Very good glaive. 6 into 4 though, with cover.
Yeah, yeah. So you get him for 2, which is totally fine.
2 and a
You
bleed.
take that and the bleed. Yeah.
Now here's here's the thing. Like, if you don't get him on this attack, do you feel like you have to blow siege so that he doesn't go up 13 to
Uh,
3?
yes, I
Uh,
think so. All right. Well, off to a good
uh,
start.
off
I
to a
think
good
he's
start. Yes, he's not dead yet.
okay.
Now he's
All
dead.
right. He's just smoked. Yeah.
If he doesn't hit a reroll, right?
Yep. Well, even yeah, yeah. He even if he hits a reroll, he's dead because there's a pierce. Because
Correct.
this is
Yeah,
a
yeah.
katana.
Good
So
call.
yeah,
All right.
he's just toast. Okay. Well, apple cart flipped. Schmid's
That
alive.
that will help keep Schmid in it, but it's still gonna be a rough ride depending what happens top of next round.
Is he just taking all of them?
Why wouldn't he?
Uh, I think. He is. He didn't realize there was 3 there. He just thought it was 2, I guess.
All right. Blade is now the master of all 4 hammers.
He sure is.
So, do you double walk Voodoo and try to flip the point, or do you bump Voodoo and double attack Blade and try to get 4 hammers off of him?
You could walk, bump, go for the point, and then throw an attack into Blade, and try and be extra greedy. That's an option.
I think I would bump, see what happens, into 1 attack on Blade, and then make my decision.
So the only issue is like that bump kind of sucks with like that wheel there.
Yeah, but you
That cover is
definitely
like
get
coming
into
back to
3.
like you can, yeah, for sure.
He's gonna have cover. He's gonna have 4 defense, but like, you still just try it.
I think so, yeah. Because you can also just get power 2 without even dealing damage, right? If you get like 2 wild skull or whatever,
Yep.
you're at 3, and then second attack you probably get 1 to 2, and then you can just pop them.
Yeah, like even if you can't pick up the hammers, like you're just happy to take 4 points away from him.
Yep.
He's got the throw.
Oh, this isn't a rhino, I think,
Oh, no kidding. Oh, that's
because you rolled
that's
just the
cute.
2 dice.
Yeah, just gain more power, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, you got what 2 damage and the sap, so yeah. Well, 2 down to 1 because of tough hide. Damn. Yeah, that's rough. Oh well.
I like that line though. I think I would probably attack Rhino again, trying for 2 power just to get the possession.
Yeah, he's definitely a lot squishier target than Blade with rerolls and cover.
Uh huh.
So yeah, you really only need what 2
You only need
more
two
power
power.
from Rhino,
Once,
and even if you don't get the hammers, who cares? You can just scatter them to the 4 winds,
yeah, I
and like
think I
you're
think
still feeling pretty okay there.
yeah, the big thing is just getting those off of him prior to his first activation, so that he has to do work to get them before using them against him.
Yeah, true that. Okay, great roll. All right,
Ooh, yep,
Voodoo is hitting. It's hitting good. So you crank him for like 2 after tough hide, strip 2 power as well. Beautiful.
yep. Voodoo is about to be the MVP.
Yep. He's definitely gonna try for some of them.
He's not in range to. He's just out of range to pick up anything.
Yeah, it looked that way. But yeah, it looks like he's gonna. Okay, don't put all 3 there. This is yeah. You got to spread those things out. There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, put on your 2 friends over there. Beautiful. Yeah, it looks like he is. Well, that's very close. It looks like he's just in, honestly.
Yeah, we'll see how they call
Because
it, but it looks in.
yeah, because like with like how the sticks work now, it still has like the
They're going without.
history of like remembering like the without the cup there.
Hmm.
I don't think that indicator was ever like updated, but it looks like they just decided just out, so which is fine. But looking at it or whatever, it looks like it's exactly touched. But oh well, whatever. It's all good.
So, what do you do as Schmid here? What's your activation?
Um, well, you have a Zemo who you would like to kill. You'd like to get all those hammers back, but
I think I'm going Rhino.
yeah, Rhino can like attack into like Voodoo. You can then like plop over there.
Yeah, he can pick up all of the hammers without using an action, and ideally build power along the way doing that, and hopefully get a throw of some sort. Like,
Yeah, you absolutely could.
and
Yeah.
then on the back of that, hopefully something is low near like Blade, and maybe you take off another model with a siege.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
you
that's
you
not bad.
you got to reach here, right?
For sure, yeah. It's unfortunate you're like Schmid's mummy doesn't get to like bonk anyone with an attack,
Yeah.
but that's okay.
I mean, Cat can put some claws into Gwynum.
You joke, but like those claws are pretty nasty
You have
sometimes.
one shot my characters
Oh,
with cat
I
claws
sure
before. I'll
have.
never
I'm
forget
glad
it.
you've remembered. Yeah,
Uh,
good. See, show some respect to Cat.
I'm traumatized.
She's a spooky lady. Like 4-9 Pierce, she just hit like one crit and hit all, like convert on everything. It's just like, all right, I guess you'll just die. You
Yep.
know?
Okay.
So,
So he's bumping into range to
yep,
get these hammers. So no action spent yet.
nothing yet. Yeah, Curtis said that you could just throw 9 dice at Zima, which is kind of fun.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think here you're not giving Zemo Master Swordsman. Like, just try to spike him off the face of the earth, right?
Yep.
He's gonna get cover, which sucks, but what are we doing here?
I think he slid there.
Ah,
Yeah, that was
okay.
a
Yep.
slide. So he's throwing the 9 dice into Zemo here. So
Yeah.
yeah, just trying to put that little boy in the earth. Okay, good start. Good start.
5 into 1. It's not gonna one-shot him, but there is a siege should he not want to use a second action on Rhino for it.
You also have throw too. Like you
Yes.
can
Yep.
place him next to that like wheel there and just like bonk him.
Yep. 100%. I think he wants to place by the hammers though.
Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea as well. Just go get those hammers. Okay, he's changing his mind a little.
he wants to be by a wheel and by the hammers,
Yeah,
but also maybe not.
I think he's just.
I I think you go for the maximum greed line, right? Oh, he's counter striking. That
Yeah,
might
yeah,
bite him
poke him
in.
for one.
It might bite him a little bit, but we'll see.
Yeah, that double power is actually kind of big now.
Yeah. Um, I would
He needed to go
probably be
closer.
trying to spike something else and then, like I said, burning a siege to finish one of them off.
Yeah, that's fair, but like,
Siege and a throw, right? Because like
you
if
could
Rhino
throw.
places off of, I would attack Mummy probably. Like I would love to take out Blade, but if you attack Mummy, you can place by him, right? Which gets you by the
Mhm.
size 4. Um, so then your throw on a size 4 into Blade potentially, and then you siege and try to take out Zemo, something like that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's not terrible. So yeah, they're out there unfortunately too. So
Like
Venom also
Rhino's not gonna survive this turn no matter what happens, right? But
probably not. No.
like the further you can get him out towards that size 4, the better, because then if Gundog comes in towards him, like Bill can hopefully re- get get the hammers back.
Hmm.
So we are seeing
Okay, this looks.
siege. It was
Yeah.
not a good roll.
Well, it's enough.
What did he do? Oh, it was. Oh, he bats to get the second success to kill Zemo.
Okay, well that's fun.
And then Cat is using those deadly cat claws into Gwenum.
Downright fierce. Oh well,
Nothing.
that happens sometimes.
One
So
damage would have been cool.
one dog damage would have been great. So Gundog did miss a counteract counterattack trigger on Venom. She could have attacked Rhino there after she like attacked
You're right.
Zemo the first time.
You
Because she was in
are
range, he
right.
placed it within 3 or whatever, so
Yep.
that was definitely a little reckless thing. Okay, well, good attack. Good defense
Uh,
roll, though.
is this going? Who is this going into?
I don't know. Did 4
7.
physical, so maybe Mummy? Okay, it is Mummy.
Yeah. So Mummy took 3, and now he's gonna eat a size 4 throw.
Godspeed, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He has 4 with, like, tough hide. Okay. Well, what if we don't 1?
Oof. 1
That's
off.
awkward.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he already bumped, already stampeded, so that is probably the end of the line for Rhino.
Yeah. He does have money. He is within, like, sacrifice range of Bill, so you're, like,
Yep.
it's not the worst thing ever. If he can survive 1, he survives both. So like, okay, looks like Siege is just being
Counter siege.
counter siege.
Yeah, and his siege is going to be slightly more effective.
Yeah, it's getting to go into very important roles here.
Blade is starting into Rhino and
Okay, well he's
taking him out.
smoked barely, but he got him. He did it. All right, boy, the party pinata just popped.
Oof. Yep. He might put
Rhino
all of
did
the
not get
hammers
to
in the same
Rhino.
spot this time.
I think so too. Blade has some money and gets to actually take an activation.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Well, your mummy gets a free bonk into Beta Ray Bill, which is kind of cool.
Or yeah, probably get Hex on him and
Yeah, sure, perfect. Why not? Okay, well, it'd
there's
be
the
like
Hex.
that. Uh huh. Yep.
Have
Okay,
a
we'll
Hex
build.
and 2 damage.
Yep. Seems reasonable. You could push him as well, but I feel. Oh yeah, he's going. He's just get him the fuck out of here.
Yep.
He gets an aggressive back or whatever, but like,
Yeah, but then
still.
at least he doesn't get too aggressive through him.
Right, exactly, and go be like safer out of Voodoo's range. Yeah, just get cover from Voodoo. That seems reasonable. Okay, nope, just kidding. He's back.
Yep. Looks like Voodoo is sieging into Blade.
Yep.
Gets a skull for a power and no throw trigger. No damage on that
Yeah,
one.
that's all right.
Yeah.
Spent a power to make a free shot. Can't complain.
Yep.
So
Yeah. Um, so Blade has 5 powers, so he could easily just. Is he going with Mummy? Yeah, he's going with Mummy. He's picking these up.
yeah, Mummy has 3 souls, so I have a feeling something funny is about to happen here.
Yep.
I think Bill might be dead, and Mummy just might have all of his money back and all of his health back.
Yep. Yeah, heal 2, Spender Bill, get your tokens back, heal 2 more.
Yep. Yeah, that's right.
Boy, Mummy is a good model.
Just check range 4, just in case he might be out. Not sure.
It was close.
Flex.
It was close.
Yeah. All right, casual 10-die Mystic into William.
Woof.
Zap.
Not a great 10-die attack by any means, but it'll be fine.
You
The
got a soul
skulls
power
help.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're showing 4. You don't get him, which.
You actually only do 1, which is funny.
Yeah, so you have to like basically you spend the soul to get a damage, like.
Yep.
Because it's free.
Yep.
Yeah. So perfect. And then, okay, well, I guess you have a second action.
He's doing it again.
By second, yeah, they're just a gun.
He does still have bats too, but he doesn't have the power for it. But
Yeah, he's got no money. Yeah. Okay, he's sacrificing onto a blade here.
Yeah.
Which feels reasonable.
Yep.
Keep your boy alive. All right, Blade, decent block.
Decent hit.
Yeah, might not be decent enough.
6.
4.
Into
Okay.
2 takes 4. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right.
Always.
Get
Yeah,
your
yeah. Sacrifice.
Yep, yeah. Sacrifice is such a good card. Yeah, and then you just spend all your souls and heal back to full.
Yep.
Yeah, there he goes. What a guy. What a cool model.
Not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, Voodoo's silly, dude. What a goofy guy.
Ugh. This has just got to be incredibly frustrating for Schmid.
Yeah, absolutely. Like he's like trying to make like lines and stuff, but even when like things go well, like Gundog is just saying, "Oh no," and just slapping him right back down. So
Yeah, I mean Schmid's like Blade doesn't even have like a good chance of killing Mummy, because he can't like bleed him and then spender him.
is Mummy immune to bleed?
He is.
I guess yeah. He's a desiccated skeleton guy. How would he
Yes.
have blood?
Correct. Yes.
And he's also immune to tummy aches too, which is sick.
Yes.
So
Good model for Terrigen.
yeah, sure is.
I'd probably go Bill here, honestly.
Yeah, I think your build just dies to Blade if you don't. So like,
Yeah, I think Bill has a better chance of taking out Blade. Man, it's tough.
Bill doesn't have enough power where he could like lightning bolt Mummy and then like walk throw size 3 at him.
Yeah, Mike, welcome. Definitely check this one out on YouTube after it goes up because it's been a weird game.
That it has, yeah.
Yeah, Bill has so he just spent 2 power, so he's summoning a storm probably into someone.
Uh, Blade here.
That's a good start.
Yeah,
5, okay, into one block.
yeah. Crank him for 4. Not bad, not
He
bad.
he wishes he had gotten one more, right? To just auto kill him with a throw.
Yeah, that would have been the dream, but here we are. Can you do your little rerolly thing on dodges or is it only attacks? Just attacks.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you're feeling spicy, you could just, yeah, like eat Mummy into Blade and then
Yeah, you have to
maybe it works
go.
out.
You have to go for as much action compression as you can, right? So you just
Yeah.
hope Blade dies to a throw here.
Yep. And if you get like the bonk too into like Mummy, you can like chip him down for like a two fully and then yeah.
Yeah, I know Mummy has the 4 hammers here, but like in case anyone is wondering, I think Blade is the correct target. Like go for the unactivated people and just assume you get Mummy later.
Yep. Yeah, he went for it, but didn't work out, so no, this is the final one
He
to
went for what?
Blade. He took the throw. He threw Mummy into Blade. And Blade
Mummy
just blocked all of it.
Mummy should. Oh, okay. I'm looking at the wrong Mummy.
Yeah.
It's like why doesn't he have damage on him?
Who's
Uh,
got a chip in a chair here? No, he's toast. Okay. Alright, get him out of here.
That's that. Now he's gonna try for the. Well, it's yeah. So this is still you have to roll for this since Mummy's on it. It doesn't matter that he's unhealthy.
Yep, exactly. Hey, Schmidt hit a contested pay to flip. Let's go.
All right.
It's the first one of the game. I think he's missed like 2 before.
Yep.
All right. Well, Bill, you did your best.
Yeah. Now he needs Blade to survive the next activation.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so Cat can come and potentially steal one of like Mummy's hammers, gets that back, and then you have your own Mummy who looks like he can like bump and shoot gun at other Mummy and like chip some good damage into him because he's all juiced up on souls.
Mm-hmm.
So you have some okay like lines here to like try and disrupt that. You just then have to worry about like Voodoo kind of like coming in. He'll
Right.
always have like probably get enough power to like do. He needs 1 power to like uh possess one of the 3 threats. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. In terms of peace trading though, Schmid is ahead. Funnily
Yes.
enough.
Yes, he is. Like he is doing what he can to stay in this game. It's
Yeah, he
impressive.
absolutely. Yep. So if he can like stabilize or whatever score, then if he has like a model advantage, he can kind of push that. So
Yep.
because, but yeah, well, we'll see how it goes. Bill is getting pretty weak here. It looks like Gwenum's going to go and slap him.
Yeah, and she has 3 power, so like she's already got her character throw online, right? So
For sure, yeah. You could also
like
just throw like Bill into like Blade 2 and just try and like pop him and then just kill
honestly,
Blade.
like I know throwing Bill off of the point if he's not dead is like the normal thought here, but I'd probably just walk, attack Blade, trying to do 1 damage, and then throw Blade to kill him.
Yeah, that works too. The
Like
unfortunate thing with that line though is you don't get your back to like kind of like get somewhere else.
that's such a kill shot though, kinda like.
Yeah, for
Uh,
sure. You could also just go for like maximum spiciness and have Voodoo just like double hit the throw into Blade and just throw him twice into Bill.
yes. Yeah. Uh huh.
Although Schmid still has a brace, so that doesn't actually work.
Yeah.
But yeah, it would be a very sick line though to do that.
Yeah, I guess I did forget Schmid still has brace, so he does
Yeah.
need a little more help to get him. But
Yep.
yeah, like if Blade goes down here, he just loses so much agency to stop the massive scoring this round.
For sure. Yeah. Okay. She rolled decent attack. Blade decided to block nothing.
He
Classic Blade style.
he can reroll everything, but
He sure can. To convert 2 of these to live. He only got the one.
Oof.
Big sad. Yeah, and then Gwenum gets the move. I don't think she really needs to move anywhere.
No, like she can just throw
sit
Bill
there,
and
throw
take the point.
Bill. Yep.
Oh, this is rude. Move, throw
Yeah.
mummy, take that point.
Yeah, and is her throw medium?
I
Or is it short?
let's see.
Throw medium, yeah. So you could literally just throw,
God,
like...
just stagger mummy.
You could throw mummy, yeah, complete opposite direction.
My goodness.
Yeah, nah, he's not going for that. It looks like he's just going to throw Bill, though.
Yep.
Which, yeah, force power out of him. Love it.
Yep.
And just go take that, and then just threaten victory here.
Oof. That is rough.
It sure is. I definitely didn't hate the throw mummy away line.
No.
Just like completely like ice him out of the game, but
Yeah, super rude, but
yeah. And with that too, you can also then just like throw him away. You also then get to take his like crayon too. And then it forces mummy to like blow power for crayons instead of like getting to throw extra dice and extra reroll then into like opposing mummy on your like one attack into him. Oh, yo, best viewers at streambo.com can get like some cool deals. People should click on that, right?
I should
That's a good thing.
I should probably learn how to moderate Twitch chat.
Yeah,
I don't know how
probably.
to do any of that.
Yeah. Shout out to Sweepy though for letting me know about the sweet deal.
Sweepy, just warn everyone, let them know not to click those links.
Yeah.
I don't. There should be like an easy option on the message that says like delete or ban, but there isn't. Why isn't there?
Perfect. Because Twitch decided to make this difficult and challenging, I guess. I don't know. Talk to Joe Twitch or whatever, whoever the creator of that program is.
I'll send a strongly worded email.
Perfect.
Yeah, Schmid's grasping at straws to try to get these 4 hammers off of Mummy now.
Yeah.
So Schmid has 3 tokens on his Mummy, so like he can potentially do some good work here, and then hopefully Cat can get the hammers and like triage the situation.
Potentially, yeah.
He's got 3. He's only getting 1 damage here.
Yeah, 1 through Tough Hide, but you get a soul back, so that's totally okay.
Yep.
And then you use the soul right away to like just fuel another gunshot.
Yep.
Just pray to Satan a little. He's shown 3. That's not enough. Not with that block.
Goodness. Yep.
Yeah. And Mummy's all done. So here's a funny thing. Do you just go possess Black Cat and run away with Voodoo?
100%.
Like you can bump forward, throw 1 attack at her, and then you can just like off to the sunset and like go even take like the other crayon too if you get enough power.
Absolutely, because that's.
But she can. Well, she can still interact with secures, right? She just can't interact with object. Okay, so she could round the bases potentially with like 5 power. She could like take the one that she's on. She could like then take the one across and then come and like retake either of the other ones.
Right.
Potentially, so it like at least stops that. What if like Voodoo gets the throw trigger on her? Then she's like, then that makes it a lot harder.
Yeah. All right, so he's not gonna go completely for that line, but he is gonna go for Cat.
Yeah, walk here, just throw some stuff at her, see what happens. Okay, well, she wants no part of that. All right, you get the 1 strip of power. That's all you needed. Hell yeah.
Yep, 2 saps.
You take both of that power.
Did he? He rolled a crit in there, didn't he, to get that second wild?
Oh, he did, yeah. So they refresh or they like reset stuff. So
Yep.
okay, we still get the one wild though for the one power.
She is spending. What? What am I seeing here?
I don't know. I have no idea what's happening right now.
They're just going back and forth with power. He is not possessing her.
Okay, interesting.
Oh, is that what they're saying happened? Like, Curtis saying bats because Gundog's bats is flipped. So I wonder if he like spent for it and Schmid was like, "Oh yeah, you spent for it. You can't do that." Um,
Oh, maybe. Yeah, he's been owned.
there's a lot of back and forth. I don't know.
Yeah.
Surprised he did not possess him though.
Yeah, the possession there feels pretty brutal, but I guess her being at 3 power means she has to like walk and then steal it. So like you did good enough, and if you're like gonna be ahead with like priority with like your mummy having all of the hammers and enough power to like just chain gun down like a model or two, you're probably okay.
Yeah.
You could also just like, and mummy 2 also is like, we'll get then enough souls to like kind of bring it back.
Ooh, he's going for a troublemaker into Mummy.
Looks like it.
Uh, gets his elusive.
Yep, gets the damage. So yeah,
Why?
if you, I think Schmid is just feeling
Like,
in a rough spot right now. I mean, if you pop him or whatever, you get a lot of like scenario equity right back
yeah, but why troublemaker? Like,
because it gets the free move. I guess I don't know. Not beans. It gets like the 1 damage at like stagger. He can't. He can just remove the condition next turn, can he? With the soul.
yeah.
Fuck this model. What? Who is this guy?
Well, that will do it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, damn. All right then.
oof. All right. Well, I guess let's jump in there and talk to him.
All right, sounds good.
Cap kills you, like, okay, I get 3 of the hammers, you get none, and then at
Yeah.
least then he's off the board.
Then,
'Cause
then you're calling back into the game.
yeah,
He's off the board. I'm down.
yeah.
2
I
characters.
mean, it was fun despite the score, but that first turn was really brutal.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I tried this. I mean, I had some good rolls to get back, and then I just needed the Rhino throw to kill you. Oh, they're here. What's up,
Hey
guys?
guys.
Hi.
Well,
Wow, what a game! Yeah, that
Yeah.
I, as I
Yeah.
heard you saying when we popped in, yeah, that was a crazy turn one. Lots of stuff
Oh
happened there
yeah,
that we
he
did not
kills
expect.
Rhino. I don't get the flip. He gets the flip. He does 1 million damage to like Blade. What did she do turn one? Who'd she attack?
Gwen,
Yeah.
Cat.
Cat.
Yeah, she flipped cat. Yeah, just slapped her right down.
Uh,
No, it was turn two. She did that. She dazed her top of 2 with the spender. He
right.
did
You're
nothing
right.
Oh,
with
that's right.
Rhino.
Yeah.
He did nothing to Cat. He flipped the point though. He
That's
flipped the
right.
point.
Yeah, he whiffed cat and then walked and flipped the point.
I was like totally dedicated to spending a turn with Gwen. I'm attacking Rhino and moving to this point over here. But just killing Rhino off the bat that was crazy.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was
Yeah, it freed you
And
up to
then
do a lot. Yeah.
and the terrain didn't like, and that's the one. I was a mistake on my part. I should have put Mummy closer so that he could get there. If you chose to take that one, to not take it because I didn't really want to take it with Rhino. And because Rhino's so fat, he had to like where he had to sit to grab it. Zemo could walk up and get him instead of like you having to walk charge.
Yeah,
So that was also you got 2 attacks on him too because of it.
that's what I was looking at. Like if Rhino was the only person that was able to pick this up, that was pretty great.
yeah. I wanted to ask you
I
about that.
don't mind him picking it up, but it's just having not having the back one like this map. You can't pick up the back one with a big base. I probably should have looked at that because that
So
hurts Rhino.
Gundog, at the beginning when you deployed Mummy over here, had you already worked that out that you were planning on just going up and grabbing it and sitting there, or was that something you decided after Schmid finished his deployment?
I was pretty fine putting Mummy here to pick this up, and then Zemo does threaten this safe grab. If Bill walks up and picks this up, then Mummy can just stand on a point and be fine.
Mhm.
I might have actually put Mummy and grabbed the hammer back here, because him standing on the point, having 2 power next turn with a hammer is great.
Yes.
Yeah,
then
no, I
that
think
kind of
I think
frees up
picking
Blade and Voodoo to run towards Rhino.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think picking it up with him was good. I think you should have, and because I don't really threaten it that much. Like turn one, like what am I gonna do? Like I don't
Yeah.
have Zemo.
We
I mean,
were.
even and Mummy's just so good at picking it up. Period. Right? Like he's so tanky. Like okay, you don't always have to safe grab stuff, right? I think that's people like why do it
Yeah,
if you don't have to? Like what am I gonna
that's
hit?
why
Yeah.
I'm playing more with Gwenum, because like it would be Bill in that slot, and like I feel like I safe grab so few times with Bill. Like if you're
Yeah,
safe
I
grabbing,
think
you're
I
just
think your team where like Bill becomes my Voodoo and then Zemo instead of Cat, and basically it's your team with Rhino over Gwenum. Like Gwenum versus Rhino, right? I like Rhino more, but it doesn't matter, right? The same mobile kind of do your shit things. I think that's probably like a better team.
yeah, being able to have the last activation with Voodoo and it's basically like denies you hammers
Yeah, I
on.
know Voodoo with hammers. I was like, I just put Bill in my list. I'm gonna try him, but Voodoo with hammers and having the last because I would have last activation, I guess technically, right? Because it's turn
Yeah.
one at least. Like it, you're right. It's so good.
Yeah,
Um,
Gwenum was really cool actually to see on Imkron specifically, because like she's a model that people have messed with in Suns in the past. I mean, Schmid has as well, but she's kind of like gone in and out. But like this is kind of like a great shape for her and exactly what she wants to be doing. So I really liked the pick.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
there's a lot of people in our in my local group that play the new kind of bunched in Mutant Madmen and then this mission. So Gwenum seems to be very good on that mission.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought Rhino was gonna be the hero. That turn with
He
I
was
was like,
almost
I was
the
like,
nut.
Rhino is about to be the goddamn hero.
It was good.
And then he threw that size four. I'm like, no fucking way he lives. And then
Just lives.
I'm like, this sucks.
On that
Um,
note, Schmid, like how hard was it to like not get tilted, not only round one but even like going through round two with like just how it kept getting worse.
I mean, I was internally tilted. I mean, but you can only do so much, right? Like
Yeah, for sure.
you can
Yeah.
only like, and it's to be fair, like obviously I want to win the league, but like it's not like the most. I'm 5-1. I might win on tiebreakers. I want to win. This is not, but like the stress of it was not as high as like
Hmm.
a lunch meet finals, or if we're both like it's a fine. Like it sucks. It's McCrane. Like the first rolls, I was like, oh my god, this can't be happening. And then the rest, I mean, but the thing is, once you get past like the first turn and be like, this is bad, then all you have to do is like make decisions to like be risky and make the plays, right? Like so there is no I'm trying to hide, I'm trying to run. It's like I need to go do X or Y, and Rhino's got to try his thing like that. Like I mean,
Right.
listen, I got when Blade, like I shot the stupid Zemo, right? Got the pursuit, and then killed him with my attack.
Yep.
Like that is stuff you just have to do, and it ended up working out. Like it kept the game close because I killed him, and then Voodoo got his power and possessed me,
Yep.
which is funny. And it actually recently, and Gundog was talking about this with me. The last activation Voodoo is just so powerful in Suns because you can easily double tap, get power, and possess somebody, or single tap and get power. From the steal perspective, it's the easiest steal,
Yep.
right?
For
And
sure.
so because you can stack hammers, like if I had my own Voodoo to go last and like rip the hammers off, I need to just take Voodoo more on stuff like this. Um, which is a good lesson. But I mean, I enjoyed Rhino. I think I would just replace Zemo and Rhino. Zemo and Bill would be Voodoo and Rhino, or Voodoo and Zemo, like him. Basically, his team with Rhino, because Rhino does a lot of the same movement shit that Gwenum does, and they're
Yeah.
different, but like it's not that big a stretch to have one versus the other. But I think it's a really good team on McCrane. I like the 18 a lot. I don't know how you feel about like Mad Men and stuff, Gundog.
Yeah, I don't like Mad Men with Suns. I can see playing the uh is
The
it
other one.
Guardians
Yeah, yeah,
Empress?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shire. Yeah.
yeah. What do you play? I forgot what you played.
I play Imcron, Infinity, and Deadline.
Okay. Yeah, I have Infinity. I took out Deadline.
I love Deadline.
I was not interested.
I mean, I just Blade, Eye Hulk, and Red Skull, or Voodoo Blade and Ebony Maw is just so good. Or Voodoo Blade and Voodoo Ebony Maw, or sorry, Blade Ebony Maw and 2/3 threats. So good on
That's a
Deadline.
cool one. That's a cool 6 one. Yeah, I do. I don't say I don't think we're good on it. I just don't like love it. I did have it in my roster. I took Fisk out because I play so much Eyehawk because he's such like a plan A all the time that sometimes I'm like, especially since you had Eyehawk, I was like, I don't want to do that.
I played against criminals so much at Adepticon, and Eyehawk just didn't do very much against them. So I just had to. I'm changing my list up to try to play wider with more 3 threats.
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty similar in that case, right? I have like 1 extra 3 threat to you, and then Rhino 4. Yeah, our list is basically I have Bill and Rhino, where you have Gwenum and Frank, and then I have an extra 3 for Maw.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
know.
Frank is probably the easiest cut. I was playing Ghost Rider, but like I just never played him.
And the 6 threat is one of those ones. I love Maw. Obviously, I made a video on how much I love Maw. I just never had a list for him. But I guess your idea of the 16 to go 4 wide but have Maw, I guess you can do it with Red Skull as well, right? You can do Red Skull, Voodoo. That's a nice team as well on that stuff like that. No, but fucking McChicken, guys. I call it McChicken.
He called it many things.
I called it many things. But no, it's a fun one. And like I was the hero. I was definitely, when that building went in, I was like, this is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna kill Zemo, I'm gonna kill this, and then I'm gonna have
honestly, Maw is pretty incredible on this mission too, because he can get between points without even like
no, for sure, man. I think the only reason I even stopped playing Maul is because in my head I would only play him with Eyehawk at 17. I was like, that doesn't happen very much anymore. There's not as many tight maps. And then I was like, am I ever really going to play him like by himself when I could upgrade him to Maul to Eyehawk? And maybe the answer is yes. Maybe it frees up a point and it makes a lot of other things happen. Because our 3s are really good, so you basically get an extra 3, and you can play him like where you would need Eyehawk to have a 2 to do the thing, right? If you do like 7-2 versus 6-3.
I just think having Wong is just wrong in Midnight Suns.
Fuck Wong, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fuck
Hell
Wong.
yeah, get that guy out of there.
Yeah, see, anytime like
Keep
a
him
list
in
would be have
defenders.
Wong in, I'm like, this has to be bad, right?
Yeah.
He's such a shitter. God, I hate that guy.
All right, well, Schmid can talk all night, so I'm going to end the stream.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for letting us watch and stream. It was fun. Congrats, Gundog. We'll see how
Hell yeah, Gundog, let's
thing
go!
Listen, for the people,
The legend continues!
Like I said, there was no downside for me winning or losing because it's all upside.
There's not a rating.
That's the way to look at
My
it.
rating is intact for Suns. We don't have to worry about it. Good game, bud. You have to put it in though because you won.
All right,
That's right.